Welcome to Cooking with Kelly. Today we are making a farmer's market veggie flatbread. I got several of the things from the farmer's market. I got a few things from Festival Foods. And then I got the flatbread from Aldi. I have to tell you, we went to the farmer's market when it was rainy and crappy and a bunch of vendors weren't there, which I completely understand. It was not a great day, but I couldn't find any flatbread. So we went to Aldi's for this one. I would recommend Lillia and Rose. That is where we've gotten our flatbread before. It's really, really good. So anyway, let's get to making this. I love this. I'm a pretty big like flatbread pizza kind of person, but this is up my alley. So I'm gonna grab everything together. We've got 2 flatbreads, which is what it calls for. Fresh tomatoes. We have ricotta cheese, grated Parmesan, already grated. Actually, you know what? I didn't get grated. I got, no, it is grated. Okay, never mind, we're good. 1 lemon, which I should grab out. Zucchini, it calls for 1 medium. I really like zucchini. And then we have corn. I'm gonna use frozen corn mainly because I'm lazy. Salt, pepper, basil leaves, mozzarella cheese, balsamic glaze for drizzling, and then you can add prosciutto if you want to. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not gonna add that. My family doesn't really eat prosciutto, so we're gonna just skip that for this. It says to whip the ricotta in a food processor or with a hand mixer. Blend 1 cup of that, the cheese and lemon, zested for about a minute. So I'm gonna get all of that stuff together and come back and do it. The thing is I'm a messy maker and I'm gonna have to clean up, you know? I'm gonna have to clean all this stuff. So 1 cup whole milk ricotta cheese, 1 cup of this, a lemon, which I need to grab, 1 lemon, corn. It says grill the vegetables, okay. I'm not gonna grill the vegetables. I'm gonna put them on here because that is what we're doing. I would love to grill. It's just like a whole different setup and that's just not the vibe I'm going for today. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna grab a hand mixer. I wasn't anticipating that, so hold on. So I will say we do a lot of videos and this is probably only going to go in the long form. So if you're watching this, thank you, first of all, but we do a lot of videos and they are, they're a different style of video. And so cooking requires a good bit of a different setup. And it's been interesting to navigate this, like between coordinating local business foods and whatnot, and like doing that for each recipe, making sure I have the correct beaters. Dang. We have so many of these that this one doesn't look like it's the right fit, but I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, I'm gonna go find a different one. But it's a different beast and it's been fun to learn and kind of see what we need and how to evolve it and how to improve and all of those things. But the goal is genuinely to support small and local businesses, which is what we're doing with it. Okay, so fun fact, I can't find the correct beater. Oh, why did this go in this time? We added outlets all over. There's literally a charging station on my kitchen island. And I have to tell you, it is amazing because I can plug anything and everything in here. All right, I'm gonna grab a bowl to mix all this in. I think I'm gonna do this one. Okay, so I'm probably gonna move all of this stuff out of the way because that's probably what we should do. Like in fun fact, before I started this cooking show, we have a ton of cooking gear. And I mean a ton. We have an entire garage full of all sorts of everything you could need to cook, bake. This whole pantry is lined, like our main kitchen is lined, and it is amazing, all the cooking stuff that we have, but I didn't have any cups that matched. So we found these at Relish. I didn't have any measuring cups that matched, so, which is nice because again, I just didn't have any matching stuff. I have yellow ones, I have clear ones, I have different styles, but none of them match and it was driving me crazy and it's not aesthetic. I almost always have my iPad over somewhere in the corner looking at the recipe. That's just how I kind of cook and watch things. So I'm gonna wash my hands real quick just because I've been touching everything and then we're gonna get everything in together and mix it. So this is just, everything explodes everywhere in the kitchen after this, and the amount of dishes I have to do is always ridiculous, and that is my least favorite part of cooking, but oh my goodness. Okay, we got one. Hands are washed. Let's see. We need food processor, hand mixer, 1 cup of ricotta milk, or ricotta whole milk. Aren't these so pretty? Oh, I love these. And I need a spatula, which I'm pretty sure I also don't have in here. Like, why? Yes, I do. See, and I don't have a green one, so that's like a thing. We're getting there, okay? It's not aesthetically pleasing yet, it'll get there. Stab it. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like cheese. And I also did say before this that maybe I should change out of this dress, but I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So hopefully we're not gonna get everything all over this. This is why I don't borrow clothes for this segment. Okay, we have the grated Parmesan, I need a lemon, and I need to zest it until it's light and fluffy. I've never heard of zesting a lemon in that way, but okay, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna wash my lemon. I'm gonna go grab my zester because naturally it is not in here. We finished this remodel a few months ago and I don't know. I'm still getting used to all of the things that we need in here. I find myself cooking in here all the time and gravitating here towards instead of the kitchen. Sorry. All right, zester, excuse me. Yeah, zested until light and fluffy. I don't know. Maybe they mean like I can see the lightness. I don't know. But we're gonna zest for a while. I will say I really enjoy cooking. I really don't enjoy the aftermath of it. Smells good. Dang, I do love the smell of lemon. My grandma taught me this trick years ago too. When you're cooking and doing all the things, we have a garbage disposal, and when you're done, cleaning all the dishes and everything, stick a half a lemon down. Whoo! Makes it smell so good. I don't know. It's like a little treat for the disposal afterwards too. I don't know if this is like light and fluffy, but I zested what I feel like we're gonna zest. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix this. Food processor. Oh, you know what? I bet it means mix this until it's light and fluffy. That would make sense. I'm gonna say that's light and fluffy. That's pretty funny that I thought it said zest the lemon until it was light and fluffy. Love that for me. Anyway, here it is. Looks beautiful. Smells delicious. Not gonna lie. It says to add some grated salt and then set it aside. So that's what we're gonna do. Whew. Okay, she's going over here for a bit. And then now we're going to do the veggies. It does say to grill the veggies. I am not going to grill it today. We have a Blackstone. I love it. It is, oh, I do love to cook on it, but it's just going to be easier. So now we're gonna put everything together. I am gonna leave the corn, I think, separate because I'm gonna do frozen corn, which is not what it calls for, but that's just what I feel like using today. So, and then if you haven't already, you need to preheat your oven. I just did. All right, so we're gonna leave this here. Actually, you know what? I might move it over here. I was just gonna say that it never happens that I put them in the right place on the first try, but I didn't do it this time either, so. This is probably the biggest adjustment, is just learning where to stick them. Okay, we got this one. We're gonna use this one. Love that. I will say I do really love the induction cooktop because if you're cooking on it for a while and it just, you pick it up and move it, it's barely warm, so it's really cool. Especially with kids, sometimes my kids will climb up on here. All right, we're gonna just put these in here. It says the zucchini and the onions. I don't think you have to place them like anything crazy, but I feel like it, so that's what I'm doing. And it did say to cut the onions differently. This is just how I cut them, so you know what? That's what's happening. I love that about cooking. Like, yes, you can follow the recipe, but also just like do what works for you. Like sometimes I don't have all the ingredients or you can't find something at the store, like just find something similar, boom. I do that a lot with the HelloFresh recipes. I've been using those, not local, but like super easy. And that's been a lot of fun, just substituting things when I remake the recipes. I almost feel like this would be good, just putting in like a 1 pan kind of thing. So if you're looking to make this easier, straight up sticking a pan with olive oil and zucchini and just sticking it in the oven for a little bit until they're all ready to go. Honestly, making this, I think next time I make this, that's what I would do. Just makes it so much easier. I'm gonna have to put in some more zucchini here. But again, like that's the best part about cooking is you can do it how you want. You can take one person's recipe and adjust it to be your own. I don't know if I love something like this though. Also, I do think it called for a medium zucchini, and mine was a big old zucchini, so might have been a little bit much, but I love zucchini, and even if these don't all fit on the flatbread, you can bet that we will eat them. I've done like little zucchini pizzas where you put pizza sauce on zucchinis. That's really fun. That's a good one for kids to get them to eat some vegetables. Easier said than done. I know. I am curious while I'm making this and this is cooking, would your kids eat this? This is going to be really yummy for us. They will try it though. Typically our kids will at least try it, but we'll find out. So I'm going to make the corn a little bit differently. I know I just added a little bit of oil. I need some scissors. I'm just going to put it in here and then I'll add some salt and probably some garlic salt to this one. And this is going to be probably way too much corn, but again, we'll eat it and it'll make a good side. So I've been making my corn like this. I'll either do oil or butter, and then it's just frozen corn. And I add this delicious garlic salt from Aldi, which I'll pull out here shortly. And it's just super simple, super easy, and really yummy. And my kids and my family devour it. You can't really see what I'm doing with the corn, but I'm going to add some butter. Actually, you might be able to, depending on which angle, but I'm gonna add some butter in there. Butter makes the corn delicious. Yeah, sometimes, again, I'm still new at the cooktop, but sometimes I can't find them, so I should have left the little training things on, but here we are. So I will say the next part of this recipe that I found, and this is just me like looking for a recipe that I thought sounded really good and that I can make with local ingredients. The next part is to make basil oil, and it's blend a cup of fresh basil leaves with 4 tablespoons of olive oil and a pinch of salt. I'm not gonna do that, and I don't know, like I'm looking for a recipe that is just quick and easy for my family. So if there's any spot where I can like cut a corner or make it less complicated, I'm gonna do that. I'm literally just gonna drizzle some oil and some salt over it. I'll grate some salt over it. And then I'm gonna add the basil leaves as a whole. I really love basil, so I think that'll be perfect. And my family does too, so I'm not worried about it, and it just saves a little bit of the stuff in here. Don't wanna peel apart. And I will say this does take a good little bit, so this is perfect to do while you're preheating the oven. The ricotta cheese was pretty easy, that mix, but this will take a little bit. It'll have to cook and we'll have to stir, do all the things. Typically, the way that I would actually do this if I was making it in a different setting, I would be sitting and just watching like a show on my iPad and chilling and kind of like decompressing from the day. My kids are typically playing and hanging around, and when I'm cooking, they'll just kind of like let me cook, which I appreciate. So while things are cooking, I just want to say Cooking with Kelly is made possible by Wisconsin Building Supply. They helped us build this amazing kitchen pantry that I can record all of these in. Chris from Wisconsin Building Supply was so helpful in the entire process. And it's just been really good. And then we also have this InvisiCook cooktop that has just been really cool. It's very aesthetic, very cute, like, whatever, but a lot of fun. Still figuring it out, but it's been a lot of fun, so. And then if you're interested in being on Cooking with Kelly, we're really looking to continue to have local farmers, local makers, local producers come on. So if you have vegetables or any sort of products that we can use, I would love to have you on to showcase what you guys do and offer, and a little bit about your farm or your what you're making. So whether that might be sourdough, that might be different meats. I will personally not eat meat, but my family does. And I'd love to be able to show that with our audience. Most people eat meat, things like vegetables, mushrooms, all of those things. If there's something that you'd love to collaborate on, we would love to have you on the show. The whole goal of this truly is to bring in local ingredients wherever we can. We're trying, to get people in to talk about that, to show how easy it is to incorporate local ingredients, even if it is just a few things at a time. So I have a mix, I have a balance most times that we do this. So if you're interested in being on, shoot us a message, or there should be a form below that you guys can fill out as well. This is like, I'm just getting things everywhere. I'm a messy cooker for sure. And then I don't know if I showed this before, but this is from Aldi. I don't know, it's like probably a few bucks. I use a good bit of this, I sprinkle it in. I'm gonna tell you, I freaking love it. This is one of the spices that I've like bought several times because it's just so good. It goes with everything. Moving forward, or like doing this recipe again, 100%, I would do this out of a pan and put it all together. Even the corn, honestly. Maybe don't use frozen corn in that instance though. So, okay, the oven is preheated. I'm gonna wash this real quick because this food is just about done. I'm gonna add some garlic here, and then we'll be good to go. These tomatoes look freaking amazing. These are from Lubert's Farms. I 100% do not have the right knife for this, but this is what we're doing. I'm gonna definitely grind some salt on one and eat it. Oh, this looks so good. Yum. One thing about our family is we love tomatoes. My grandma, when she orders things, I remember as a kid going to Subway and every time she would get tomato, 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 and tomato. And I just love tomato. In fact, one time she and I went out to Al Aroma and we didn't even mean to do this, but we ended up getting the same thing in different fonts. She got like the caprese and then I got a flatbread or something, and then we got a salad that it was just all tomatoes and mozzarella. So we like tomatoes. See, and again, this is the best part. This is the best part about cooking because you could do things like this. I'm literally gonna go, don't eat it. Again, I have stopped looking at the recipe at this point. This looks so freaking good. I'm just gonna spread this and then we're gonna add the other stuff. Oh my goodness. So we don't eat a ton of it. Obviously this is full of dairy, but we're just really mindful. Some of us are allergic to it. Some of us are intolerant to it. This is not going on in a pretty way. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be the Pinterest cooker, so this is just like what it actually is, okay, guys? It's like painting, except I suck at it. Just like painting. I'm not going to be shy about it. Oh, you know what? I think I could just cut like 2 more. And we're good, so pretty close. And then I probably should have put the basil on before, but you know what? This is just like actually how I'm doing it. Oh. This looks so freaking good. Right, I think this is about done too. 100% would have been better on the grill or in a 1 pan, depending on how you want to make it. I'm gonna do a little bit of salt, not too much, like 2 half grinds, so 1 whole grind. I believe the recipe called for shredded mozzarella, something like that. I like fresh whole mozzarella, so this is what we got. Again, it's not that serious. You can make it how you want. Recipes are like guidelines, you know? Again, maybe would do this in a different order. It's not that deep or serious, so it's fine. All right, I'm gonna start adding this. I'm gonna turn this one off. I'm just gonna grab them. They're gonna be hot. I'm gonna hate it. And stick them on here. Woo. Oh my goodness, yeah. Definitely should have done it in a different order, but again, all good. Oh my goodness. Look at how fresh and all the colors. Ooh. Ooh, this one looks like delicious. Perfect, yum. I don't know, I kind of feel like feta would also be good on here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna add the corn at all, or not. This looks pretty like hearty as it is. So we're gonna stick this in the oven. I will follow the timing on that. I'll probably just peek in every once in a while. Ooh, I think I just touched it with both my fingers. So it is done. It is very cheesy. I did mine a little bit extra done. That is how I like it. I have my really fancy Fond du Lac Sheriff's Office little pizza cutter that I'm gonna do. Oh, should I try a design? I don't know if I'm like, it does say to drizzle this with balsamic. I'm gonna let my kids do that today because they like to do the things. So I'm gonna put it on their plate and they can drizzle it however they want. It's not, I don't know how to do a design. It's fine. And I'm gonna make these big pieces because we like to eat, it's fine. And then I personally think I would add a little bit more salt and pepper. I am a salty gal. I like a good bit of salt, so. And then we're gonna plate this up and it's gonna be beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. Sheriff's Department. Okay, and if we were gonna eat outside, this is what we would use. So I'm just gonna be realistic. We have these like recycled plastic plates and I freaking love them. Ooh, and then I'm gonna put corn. I don't know if everyone will want corn. I'm gonna do corn on mine, but we're gonna plate it up. And like I said, like if you make it, you can do it in a different order. I wanted the corn to cook longer and I like it like this. So, ooh, it's hot. And then I'm gonna do a couple of little tomatoes. This would be good with like a little salad, a little corn salad, but we're not gonna do it like that, so. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way, take a picture and call it a day. All right, so this is how it looks. I didn't do the pretty plated version. This is just like reality today. So I'm gonna serve this up and we're gonna eat this for lunch.